Aloha! Welcome to this Friday's edition of DevBits. It's our official Halloween edition. And in case you didn't know, Stranger Things just launched last night. So if you don't have anything to do this weekend and you want to get away from your computer, you know where to go. On this week's DevBits, we're going to talk about how one hacker hacked her way through DEF CON. Some interesting stories about how people got their entry into tech. Some reasons why you should think about pursuing a career in data analysis, and some helpful JavaScript debugging techniques for those of you that are just getting started. To start it off with cybersecurity, we have an interesting story about how one female hacker socially engineered her way through DEF CON, which is it's a really cool story. We think of hacking a lot about somebody sitting on a computer in a dark room and kind of lines of text flashing through their terminal. But what people don't always realize is that a lot of hacking actually happens on humans. Humans are the biggest vulnerability, and so social engineering is actually a huge part of cybersecurity, and it's a fascinating story about how one woman hacked her way through an entire conference. Related to cybersecurity, check the links below. We actually have a link to a contest happening on Twitter right now by the folks at Naked Security, but it's kind of fun. The whole premise is people telling their stories about unconventional ways how they got their career starts in tech. So here at DevLeague, we're all about unconventional career starts, and so we thought that was fun, and you might get a free t-shirt out of it. In data analytics, we're sharing an article, 20 reasons why you should consider a career in data analytics. So I won't recap all of them, but some interesting stuff in terms of competitive salary, the ease of entry, and some of the growth opportunity. You could start off as an analyst and move your way up into data science. We're about to launch our data analytics, Big Data Analyst Big Data Analyst track. I can't talk all the time, but coming up November 2nd from 6 to 10 p.m. we are going to do a meetup to kind of talk about the track, how we approach education, and how the curriculum is going to be laid out. So if you're interested in that, this is kind of the last opportunity to start the Big Data Analyst track coming up in November. Last but not least, for those of you getting started in JavaScript development, I'm sure you've had plenty of issues that you have to debug, right? It's one of the biggest parts of actually becoming a programmer, is figuring out why stuff doesn't work. So if you check the link below, we shared a nice article. It's 14 JavaScript debugging techniques. There was a few in there that we weren't familiar with, so hopefully there's some that can help you as well. And that is it today for this week's Halloween edition of DevBits. Hope you have a great weekend. Be safe out there for Halloween and have a good time. Aloha.